All right, guys, so welcome to another short screening session where we have a look at the situation today. So, if we look at QQQ, what we see is we are still in an uptrend for sure. We have this um, pullback to the 50-day moving average, but we actually find, let me zoom in a little bit, we find good support on the 50. On the other hand, we're still building lower highs, so let's see how this plays out. I think the general situation looks pretty good still. Markets are optimistic. It's very normal that we have some corrections here and then, which we did not have in the last couple of sessions. We're looking at the daily chart here, so one candlestick is 1 day in this case for the moment. But just to have a look at how the general market looks. If we now go to our screener, I'd like to have a look at power trend stocks. So let me show you what the filter is for this. So we have last price is over $10. That's one criteria. Then American stocks, I only scan in American markets generally. We want to have more than 150k USD of average volume daily in the last 20 days. So we need stocks that are liquid because slippage and liquidity in general is very important that you can manage it. And power trend, yes, that's a proprietary indicator of the tool I use, which is Deep View. Now let us scan for setups, especially I'm looking for breakout setups which I can trade, and let us go through this list. There are 30 stocks in this list. Let's have a look how the chart looks, if there's anything interesting for us or not, and if we can take action or not on this. So what we see here is Alaska Air. Pretty strong run actually in the last since September, end of September here, just went straight up. We also see sales are increasing. Forecasts are pretty nice. Oh yeah, actually looking good. Fundamentals align. So if you go back to, let's say, 2021, we have these 4 quarters. I mean, that was still Corona and aftermath of Corona and everything. But we had a billion up to 2 billion of sales. But if you go to today, we are at 2.2, 2.9, 3 billion, 3.4. Even 4 billion projected in the third quarter of 25, so pretty nice expectations here. All right, so yeah, we have this small pullback, support on the 10, no tight range, so nothing for me for a breakout setup, but I will have a look for sure. Could consolidate in the next couple of days and then break out from there. And Angio Dynamics, ANGO, had a big gap up yesterday with big volumes. So, okay, actually had a pretty nice flag here from which it gapped directly up 37% in 1 day. That's a lot. So I'm sure there are news. It's a healthcare related stock, so normally that means they have some data about phase 1, phase 2, or phase 3 tests they made. And in this case, I suspect these were positive. But you can say it already gapped up, so there's nothing interesting for me. If we go further, AIM Sports, I talked about that yesterday a little bit. So we have this continuation. Actually, it's not a breakout, it's just a continuation of an uptrend, which is following through, not really strong, but still. So, all right, nothing interesting at the moment. Broadstock, still um, flagging. Let's see how it plays out in the next couple of days. Here we see pretty wild moves in the last year. Came down, went up, all the moving averages aligning, and now we have support on the 20, and let's say if it gets tighter, it could grow into a setup that I like. Beer Technology, yeah, nothing interesting. Here we have these really small candles, almost without wicks. So I don't have any news on this, I don't know, but normally this is what happens if there's a buyout offer. So if another company offers to buy this company for a fixed price, which seems to be $18 per share, then of course the value of the share is this $18, and so it jumps right there and stays there because no one would gain or lose, or no one wants to lose money by trading them higher if the buyout is at $18, right? And also not lower because who would sell it for less if its value is defined at $18 for the buyout. All right. Here we have a breakdown, signs of weakness. Continuation of an uptrend, on volume, looks pretty decent, okay, but no setup. Here, yeah, no, just random stock. Here, here actually I took a position on this day here when it broke out of this range with a small position. I was then stopped out the next day on a gap down. No, not a gap down, but it just went down again under my stop loss, which is nice. As you see, I would have, yeah, it's good. It stopped me out. So I'm actually pretty fast at closing positions that do not work out. Here, no setup. This is getting really tight. I will check for news later today for this stock, so let's see if there's a catalyst that could make this stock go. Marvel, just random movements, random stock. Okay, here what do we have here? SMTC. Yeah, still flagging basically, but doesn't look too interesting at the moment. Let me just reset this alarm or this alert. It's not really an alarm, right? Let me reactivate it. Oh, now it jumped back. Okay, let's do it again. Alert was updated. Perfect. So let's see if it consolidates nicely, gets a tight range, and then breaks out from there. This could be interesting. All right, here, it's no setup for me. Oh, this one, STFS, all right. Yeah, it's an interesting move, but yeah, no, I mean, no data available. Only 6 million of daily volume. I mean, it's enough to trade, but still, it seems to be a new stock. So IPO date is October 11 of 2024. So it's really a new stock. It went up 250%, and yeah, I don't know the company. It could just break down again and go to zero at any time. So I'm not interested in this one. Here, SUPV. Yeah, I missed the breakout here on this day. I really missed it. I wasn't sure, although I had it on the watch list for a couple of weeks now. But yeah, it's also pretty weak. It's a weak move here. So would have been a winner. Stop loss. I would just stop loss now to moving average to the 10-day. So it would be a win in any case, but I don't know. Let's see how this plays out. Tesla, yeah, I mean, Tesla showing clear signs of weakness. So as you see here, we had a pretty clean move here. We had a clean. Oh, let's begin here. We had this choppy downtrend, then some cleaner moves up, then again a choppy downtrend, cleaner moves up, some kind of steps down, and then it really regains momentum, and now it's had a very clean move upwards, and it again a choppy move down as we had here, and we had here. So yeah, um, yeah, I mean, I think that this stock will continue to go lower, at least for the next weeks, but let's see if this is true. At least for me, there's no setup, there's nothing to trade for me here. Then Urban Outfitters, no setup. Oh, I jumped one. Um, could get interesting. We had a nice uptrend, found support on the 10, then on the 20. Let's see if it will consolidate here nicely. That could be a nice setup. All right, and that was it already for today. Yeah, hope you could yeah, see something for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave comments in the chat. And yeah, see you in the next one. So have a good day. Bye.